ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ। ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ 16 ਅਕਤੂਬਰ ਨੂੰ 2021 ਨੂੰ ਕੌਂਸਲ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਜਿਸ ਅਧੀਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼੍ਰਿੰਖਲਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਸੀਰੀਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕਲ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਇਸ ਵਕਤ ਕੰਟੈਸਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਰੂਬਰੂ ਹੋ ਸਕੇ। ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਗੋਲਸ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਏਮਸ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਣ ਕਿ ਜੇਕਰ ਉਹ ਇਲੈਕਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਲਈ, ਆਪਣੀ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਲਈ। ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਨੇ ਜੀ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ ਲਾਵਾਨੀਆ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਗੋਸਨੈਲ ਤੋਂ कॉन्टेस्ट कर रहे हैं एज अ काउंसलर। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका जी हमारे स्टूडियो में।
थैंक यू। गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन। माय नेम इज कृष्णा। I will be talking in mixed Hindi and English.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm originally from Agra, India. In 92 I shifted to Oman.
Yeah.
It is in Middle East. So I spent 22 years in Oman, and then I moved to Australia, and I made Perth my home. So last 10 years I'm in Perth. By profession I'm a structural engineer, and I did masters in construction law from Murdoch University, and then PhD from Curtin University in sustainable development.
Okay.
So I'm passionate about sustainable development. And in particular, sustainable construction. I strongly believe that construction practices in Western Australia are unsustainable. So when we say unsustainable, they are from environmental point of view, economic point of view, and social point of view. So in all fronts, our housing especially is too expensive. So I have developed number of systems which are not only economical, but they are environmentally friendly as well. So my research area is on sustainable construction, sustainable development. I found that city of Gosnells, the development which is happening is again unsustainable. We are producing construction waste. Again, we are not recycling it. It is just going to dumping yard. There are no trees on the verges, and greenery is limited to bushlands. So I realized that if I have to change the system, I must be part of the system. Then only I will be able to help community
and make something different.
Yes,
for them.
Yes, and I feel because ratepayers have paid so much money for my education here, so it is high time I do something for community.
That's
for
right.
their benefit.
Yeah. So your education is quite impressive, but what motivates you to go for this contest, like to be content for this election? So what motivates you to come in this side?
Yeah, what I have found, there is lot of bureaucracy in development processes. So any developer or even as a homeowner, you go to council, you wish to develop even your property, there are number of restrictions which discourages you.
Okay.
And there are number of restrictions on utilization of new materials.
Okay.
So the traditional energy intensive brick, cement, concrete, steel, those materials are only encouraged.
Okay.
Whereas in sustainability, you have to use green products.
Okay, so which will be environmental friendly.
Yes, they are less energy intensive. Yeah, so the bureaucracy is not allowing that to happen.
Okay.
So this is the only way, like when you are part of the system, then you can make some changes.
So what do you think, like as a counselor, what difference you can make? Because I think these decisions are made on very high level.
No, at council level also these decisions are made. So definitely I wish to make those processes simple and to encourage the sustainable development or green development. So that is my idea. And there is another reason which is little different than sustainable development. The city of Gosnells is not having any ward system.
Yep.
Similar to other councils. So now what happens? There are 12 councillors covering almost 127 square kilometer area. So and a population of 125,000. It is not possible for a single councillor to know all the issues of this entire council. In this process, what happens? Nobody is accountable. If you approach someone, they say, "Oh, I belongs to that area. I'm not aware of this problem. I will look into." But nobody is accountable.
Yeah, as we know that it's a very big area to cover, and almost I think it's 16 candidates, like contestants. They are like from Asian backgrounds. So, what do you think? Why you are different from other people? So, why people will give you vote in that area?
Yes. So one itself is I'm not in favor of plastic signs mushrooming on our verges and streets, because again we want to reduce the use of plastic, and the election time you see everywhere plastic. So you will not find my signs anywhere on the streets, because I do not believe in use of.
So you don't like disposable things, they're going to be harmful for the
Yes,
nature.
that's true. So I have reached to residents through an open letter, and that also has been printed on recycled paper.
Yeah,
So
I can see it's a
yeah.
it's a recycled paper which he's carrying with him.
Yeah, I have not printed those glossy ones again to protect the environment.
Okay. So as far as we have this conversation, I noticed that you are fighting on this content in this election only on one agenda only. That's like to save the environment. So what other aims and goals you have? Like for example, if you elected in this area, so what other things you will do?
Yes, because of this absence of ward system, now the development in city of Gosnells is limited to certain pockets, because only people from those certain areas keeps getting elected, and those areas only are developed. Remaining suburbs are ignored. So I will make sure that all suburbs, because ultimately every single resident is paying rates, so the development must be all throughout the suburbs.
Okay.
So that is also one of my priority. There should not be any preferential development, which is at this moment happening.
Okay. So have you ever done any other community work or any social work before you come in this field, like in political system?
Yes, almost you can say for last 20 years I'm involved in yoga training.
Okay.
So in Oman also almost 10 years I was yoga instructor as and free for community. So it used to be in a public park. And then after arriving to Perth, I also again got attached to one non-profit organization where we are basically spreading the techniques to remain peaceful and to improve the life, to realize who we are, what is our purpose of life, and so that we can come out from stresses, or we can overcome big challenges in our life. So for last 10 years, I'm attached with them.
So if we talk about parties here, like political system, so we have like a couple of parties here who are backing up candidates. So what do you think? So what are the roles of those parties in this election?
I personally feel that this is a non-political contest, so political parties should refrain from supporting any candidate.
Okay, so you think it to endorse a particular candidate is not in the favor of this election?
Yes, and not only that, then it is not impartial election.
Okay.
And then this will lead to unwarranted issues in forthcoming elections.
Okay.
Because here candidates are spending their own money for elections, and if parties start endorsing or supporting, then there is no limit. and elections should be as simple as possible.
Okay. So, do you have any like a special message for your voters in your local ward? I know there's no ward in that area. It's a big area, city of Gosnells. So, do you have any special message for your voters?
Yes, I will request all voters to vote. That is the first request or appeal I will make, that everyone should vote, even though it is not compulsory, but your participation only will be your voice.
Yeah, definitely.
So through your participation, you can raise your voice. Because if you do not participate, then right candidates may not get elected. So the first appeal is, please vote.
Sure.
Please spare few minutes, go through the profiles of all candidates, talk to them, compare them, and then choose the right candidates who can really help in sustainable development of your community.
Sure.
So that is my appeal.
So we wish you good luck. Hopefully, you will be elected in this election, and you will do whatever you're aiming to do once you are elected. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਜੀ, ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਜੀ, ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ ਲਵਾਨੀਆ ਨੇ, ਲਵਾਨੀਆ ਜੀ ਨਾ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਗੋਸਨਲ ਤੋਂ ਕੰਟੈਸਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਕਾਉਂਸਲਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਬੈਕਗ੍ਰਾਉਂਡ ਤੋਂ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੀ ਕਿਸਮਤ ਅਜ਼ਮਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਆਸ ਉਮੀਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਦੇ ਲੋਕਲ ਵੋਟਰਸ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਮਝ ਸੋਚ ਮੁਤਾਬਕ ਇੱਕ ਸਹੀ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਚੁਣਨਗੇ ਤੇ ਉਸਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਇੱਕ ਰਿਪਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟੇਟਿਵ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਭੇਜਣਗੇ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕਲ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਿਪਟਾਰਾ ਹੋ ਸਕੇ। ਤੇ ਇਸੇ ਹੀ ਆਦਮੀ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਬਲਜਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹਾਂ। ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ ਜੀ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਆਪਕਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ। ਸੌਰੀ, I have some issues here with the language. He can speak Hindi or English only. So आपका बहुत धन्यवाद, आप हमारे इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे आए। तो
आपका भी बहुत धन्यवाद, आपने मुझे ये प्लेटफॉर्म दिया और इसके थ्रू मैं वोटर्स तक पहुंच सका, तो ये भी मेरा सौभाग्य है। और मैं चलते चलते फिर एक बार वोटर से अपील करूंगा कि आप वोट जरूर डालें। आप अपने पसंद के कैंडिडेट को आप देखें, सोच के, और वोट जरूर करें, तो जिससे आपकी वॉइस स्ट्रांग होगी, फिर आपके एरियाज में भी डेवलपमेंट होगा।
बिल्कुल, डेफिनेटली। ਇਸੇ ਆਸ ਉਮੀਦ ਨਾਲ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਵੋਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਸਹੀ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸਤੇਮਾਲ ਕਰੋਗੇ। ਮੈਂ ਬਲਜਿੰਦਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ ਚਾਹਾਂਗਾ। ਫਿਰ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਲੋਕਲ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਨਾਲ। ਤਦ ਤੱਕ ਲਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ ਦਿਓ। ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਜੀ।
ਧੰਨਵਾਦ।